Welcome everybody to the Single and Stiletto Show. I'm Suzanne Oshima and I'm a matchmaker and dating coach at Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette, and I'm also the founder of Single and Stilettos. Today we have on our show Nick Karson, and he's the author of The Power of Women Over Men and How to Use It. And I'm so excited to have him here today because today he's going to tell you the 3 types of women that men avoid. And before we jump into this hot topic, Nick, I would love for you to tell our audience a little bit about you and what made you write this book.
Well, I've been writing for a long time, and between projects, I've been working on this because I've got a lot of female friends, always have, and love their company, the conversations. So I've always wound up giving a lot of man advice to a lot of women over a long time, and fortunately, it's always been quite successful. So some people were saying to me over the years, you should write a book on this. So now I have, and you can buy the book. The book's done.
Awesome. Well, and I can see why you wrote it, because I know women always love to get a male's perspective on things when it comes to dating and relationships. So, Nick, tell us the 3 types of women that men will completely avoid and never date or want to bring home to mom.
Okay, well, there's a whole list of them in the book, but I kind of wrangled up the top 3. I'd have to say, topping the list, number 1, the bossy bitch. She's pushy, she's rude, she's impatient, talks down to people, especially men, easily irritated, sour in general, insists on making all the decisions, and I can tell you very few guys find this attractive. They like strong women, but not pushy, bitchy, overpowering women.
Well, and it's also, like, what I see that comes with that is the woman who, it's a sense of entitlement. Like, you should, like, a man should take me out to dinner. You should do this. You should do that. And what I've always heard this from men is that if they feel like you're taking advantage of them, or that you feel like that it's his job, he should do that, then it's a huge turnoff, right, Nick?
Yeah, it is. No guy likes to feel trodden on, whether he's a CEO or a janitor. We all like that mutual respect. So a woman who kind of bustles up on the first date and she's very overpowering and demanding and kind of just unpleasant, impatient to wait staff, whatever, not a good look. Really not a good look. Guys run a mile.
Yeah, I would too. I'd run a mile from anybody that was like that. So what's the second type of woman that men will completely avoid?
I got to say, the needy girl.
Well, that goes both ways. Women avoid the needy guy too.
Oh, yeah. A lot of this goes both ways, but I get a lot of guys have said to me over the years, like, oh, she was gorgeous and really nice and dressed beautifully and she was so cool, but oh my gosh, she's so needy. Insecure. She was like texting me like 8 times at work in one day and like, where are you? Who are you with? What are you up to? So constant calling, texting. Girls, they don't like to give a man any time alone, whether it's early in the relationship or later in the relationship. A guy soon tires of that, especially if she's also not just needy, but constantly suspicious and on edge about things. I mean, chill out, relax. He likes you. Have a little faith. Give him some breathing space. Contact is good. Constant is too much. It's overbearing. It's like, you're too needy. He'll run a mile.
That is so true. And I think it's important for women to realize that sometimes I've seen this more often than not. And Nick, you can verify this or not verify this, but most men don't love talking on the phone for hours at a time. Men would rather, the phone conversation is for a purpose, and they don't like to talk about a million different things. Am I right, Nick?
Yeah, save that for when you're together, when you can really engage that physical vibe. Yeah, guys, like I know women, I can have great conversations on the phone with women for a lot longer than I can with a mate, with a buddy. It's totally different. It's a lot more gruff, and it's just like, oh, it's been 15 minutes already. This is turning into a long call for a guy. A woman, it can be like, oh, an hour and a half. Well, let's keep talking. This is a great conversation. It's such a different world. But yeah, in general, they don't like to be tangled up on the phone, and they don't like 37 text messages in a day either.
No, and that's true. And I think women should realize it's not to say that you shouldn't talk on the phone ever, but don't make him feel like every time he calls you or you call him that it's going to be an hour conversation. Sometimes
Yeah,
just make it a short, nice conversation because you want him to kind of miss you. So
totally.
they say distance makes the heart grow fonder, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the third type of woman that man totally avoids?
I'd have to say the flirter. When, as in, if you've done the groundwork, you're on your second, fourth, or sixth date, you're kind of a bit of a thing. You may have slept together or not, but no guy likes to be out with a girl, whether she's red hot or whatever, lapping up or seeking compliments from other guys, because there's always those guys out there who really don't care there's a guy next to you. They will have a crack at that girl anyway, just to see if they can score. So, they'll compliment your shoes, your boots, your tight jeans, how hot you are, etc., etc. If you really like your guy and you respect him and the feeling's mutual, deflect that quickly and elegantly. Don't ham up to it, and certainly do not take like a number or a business card just like, I'm with this guy, because men find that very disrespectful, because even the nicest, sweetest guy is a little territorial. They're still men, and they really don't like that. So you've got to watch the compliments. Kind of more towards the sleazy end of the scale compliments, I mean. A genuine nice compliment, that's fine, but just watch how you receive them
That
from
is
other guys.
very true. And I just want to point out, because I think it always helps people understand things a little bit better. It's the same thing. If your guy was a little flirty with women and complimenting them while you're there, that would be so disrespectful. So it's about respecting the other person. And when you're with him 100%. You're not paying attention to other men. And I know there are some women, I'm not saying all, there are some women that actually will flirt with other men when they're with a guy, so that it makes him jealous and they want him to see that, oh, see, I'm desirable, so you better, keep your hands on this one. But it does the opposite effect. It actually, it can push him away.
Yeah, it's different if a guy says to a guy, "Yeah, wow, you did so. Your girlfriend's gorgeous." That really makes him happy. That's a compliment. There's some sleazoid kind of like trying to drag her on at the dance floor and whispering in her ear, and they know that you're with that guy, your boyfriend, your guy's really not going to like that. You should shoot down players elegantly and quickly, and that will really impress your guy. Like, I can trust this woman. She just kind of blew that guy off like so quickly with class, and he just kind of went, "Whoa, not going there again." That will impress the hell out of your guy.
Yeah, that is very, very true. Well, these have been some great tips. And I know, Nick, you said there's like a million other types of women that men avoid, and it's all in your book, but we only had time to go into three. So, ladies, if you're interested, Nick is going to tell you how you can get his book. So, Nick, where can the women get your book?
It's available on a whole lot of sites, but you can get it on Amazon.
Great. Well, thanks everybody for joining us on the Sing On Stiletto Show. Our show is available both in video format and podcast format. If you like to view the videos, you can go to singonstilettos.com. And if you like to get the podcast, you can download it from iTunes. If you would like to get our free ebook on the 3 secrets guaranteed to attract any man based on scientific research, you can click right here on the video, or you can go to singonstilettos.com.